I believe the children are our future. Thank you. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. The children are the future, but we definitely have to teach them well. And as a parent of two teenagers myself, I'm proud to say that I talk about politics with my kids all the time, and they have seen the obviousness of the truth all on their own. And I get so irritated when people say that, all these kids nowadays are so lazy. They're a bunch of uninformed zombies that spend more time on their screens than they do paying attention to politics or fighting for what's right. Well, I would like to highlight a 13-year-old kid who is more informed than a lot of adults I know. And this kid truly is the future. So hit subscribe to Really American Media and get ready to laugh, cheer, and feel inspired about the future of America. Meet Tristan Ryan Perkins, a self-described presidential hopeful and woke political activist. And if you like him already, just wait till you see this kid in action. I mean, seriously, I'm not worried about AI taking my job, but I'm worried that this kid will, and I love it.
It's crazy how much Mexico helps us considering how much we screw them over. Because Trump threatened on multiple occasions that he was going to invade Mexico. Trump said he was going to build a $60 million wall across the border so immigrants could not get into the country. And then he said he'd make Mexico pay for it, even though it was his idea. Trump also added unnecessary tariffs on Mexico. Not to mention, in the 1800s, we stole a bunch of land from them. Don't say conquered. We stole it. And don't say I don't love my country. I love my country enough to hold them accountable for their own actions. We've done so much to Mexico, but who was there first during the Texas floods? Not Kristi Noem, not Trump, not FEMA, but Mexico. Who was there during the Californian fires earlier this year saving lives? Mexico. So I will not tolerate Mexico slander.
Yes, damn right, kid. Tristan is on fire. Most kids don't even know who Kristi Noem is, but he's definitely got her number. And I love that he's standing up for our neighbors down south. It seems that whenever liberals praise another country or criticize America, we're told to leave, to go live somewhere else since we hate our country, which is obviously not true. But it seems that young Mr. Tristan has put some thought into this topic.
A quick question for all the MAGA people who say, if liberals hate this country so much, why don't they leave? Okay, think of this. Imagine you have a leak in your roof. What do? Do you fix the leak, or do you abandon ship and buy a new house? You do the hard work and you fix the leak. The leak is Trump. Trump is trying to destroy this country. He is the biggest menace in this country modern day, and we need to stop him.
Damn straight, kiddo. Man, I love this kid. That is a great analogy, and it is spot on. Go ahead, Tristan. Keep preaching and take us to church.
You still support Trump in August 2025. You're dumb, you're uneducated, and I don't want to be friends with you. Let me give you 3 things he's done earlier this week and last week that is an absolute deal breaker for any sane person. He cut cancer research just so he could fund a $200 million golden ballroom for his supporters. 2, both him and Epstein both said that their falling out was a result of Epstein stealing Trump's girls. One of these girls were named Virginia Giuffre, and she was 17 years old when she was raped by Jeffrey Epstein after he trafficked her from Donald Trump's spas. And you know what she was doing at those spas? She was hanging around with near-naked men. Why is a child hanging around with near-naked men?
Oh, snap, out of the mouths of babes. I really love this kid, and I love that he's asking questions that Cult 47 refuses to even ponder. And I just want to point out here, you're going to hear him using code words throughout all of this for sensitive topics, because he knows that these social media platforms will suppress videos if he uses the actual words. And he's right. And he's smart enough to get around it and not have his speech suppressed. It's a smart kid.
Trump literally admitted to human trafficking, and y'all still voted him into office. Sadly, in April this year, Virginia took her own life. And 3, Donald Trump brought up Lawrence Taylor, a accused and convicted sex offender, to reinstate the fitness test for kids. Guess who he raped? A 16-year-old. You support P3DOs!
Yes, again, wowzers. I love the passion, but it's also insanely sad to see a kid talking about the tacit endorsement of essayers by our president, someone who kids are supposed to be able to look up to. Instead, he sees him as the textbook definition of stranger danger. And still, he had to watch 49% of this country vote for Trump while he sat back and watched as someone who can't vote at all. Meanwhile, millions of eligible adults in this country can't be bothered to vote at all.
The FBI just redacted every single instance of Trump's name in the Epstein files so that we can't find them. So if it all came out, we couldn't convict him. Are we living in real life? Do you see this shit?
I have literally said that exact same thing before, and he's right. It's hard to believe that this is what we're all living through, that this is real life. Unplug the matrix, please. And this kid is 13, so Trump has either been the president or running for the presidency for the majority of his life. But MAGA, you better watch out, because my kids feel the same way that Tristan here does. We are breeding a whole new generation of super progressives that will someday take over. I just hope there's still the democracy left for them to take over. And right now, Tristan is about to make a point that I've actually never heard anyone else make. So grab a mental pencil and jot this one down.
This is a big win for the political community. Well, for 70% of us. Trump's name was just absolutely, without a doubt, confirmed to be on the Epstein files. And he's known since May. This means that he's confirmed to be involved and that he was in the know of what happened on the Epstein Island. You know what's a little not so fun fact? There are more women who accuse Trump of SAing them than there are trans athletes at a college level. Why does this P3DO rapist get to be in office because of 10 trans athletes just trying to live their lives and be athletes?
Yeah, what a great point, Tristan. The GOP have made trans athletes a national crisis. Yet more women have accused Trump of SA than there are trans athletes in college sports. Kudos. Yet which one of those does MAGA care about? I can tell you they certainly don't care about kids once they're out of the womb. And now, young Mr. Tristan is going to drive his point home in a way that better make your heart sink.
Oh, you don't believe me that there were more women accusing him than there are trans athletes? Okay, let's go over the accusers' names. Jessica Leeds, Kristen Anderson, Jill Hart, Kathy Heller, Temple McDowell, Karina Virginia, Bridget Sullivan, Tasha Dixon, Mindy McGillivray, Rachel Crooks, Natasha Stoynoff, Jennifer Murphy, Jessica Drake, Summer Zervos, Cassandra Cyril, E. Jean Carroll, Amy Doris, and Nini Lakesonen. All of these women have accused Trump of SAing them. And if we listen to the victims rather than the perpetrators, then we would actually not need a list to find justice.
Yeah, I mean, wow, he's right. Everyone ignores the victims, and instead we want to see a list before we'll believe it. It breaks this kid's heart to know that the victims are ignored in our country. And what kind of message do you think this sends to kids nowadays? All you have to do is deny everything. Call it all fake news. And not only will there be no consequences, but you can still be the president of the United States. Because half of this country, they just want to own the libs. This is Trump's America, sad but true, and this is what Project 2025 has helped to unleash on all of us. And Tristan has put a little thought into that one too.
Even though both Vance and Trump have both publicly distanced themselves from Project 2025, their actions definitely speak louder than words. Because J.D. Vance wrote 90% of Project 2025, and Trump supports many of the beliefs held by Project 2025, and he pushes them forward. Many people don't realize that their big plan is to get Trump in the presidency, securing it for Vance, and then after Trump rattles everybody, divides the Republicans from the Democrats, they can just boot him out, saying that he's demented and that he's destroying the country unconstitutionally, just to get Vance in to start Project 2025 in. Project 2025, if it comes to fruition, is going to destroy our country, have us go back thousands of years, even though this country is only 250 years old. Wake up, America! Trump is just being used as a fiddle for Project 2025.
Yeah, wake up indeed. Project 2025, playing Trump like a fiddle, as he says. And it turns out that he's playing the mega sheep for suckers, all while they have their own wool pulled over their own eyes. But this kid is not buying any of it. But of course, there are maggots out there on the interwebs that are so threatened by a kid speaking truth to power that they attack him online. Like this asshat that sucks at grammar and sucks at life. He said, quote, "He is a very stupid, indoctrinated kid. His parents are abusing him. But then again, you Democrats, either one of them dead in the womb or for them to commit suicide." Hey, Tristan, bud, can you earmuff it for me? Cover your ears. Hey, John Penna, 833, go fuck yourself. His parents are not indoctrinating him. They're educating him. Not that I expect you to understand the difference. And of course, Tristan also has gotten a lot of love online, as he should. This kid has got a very bright future ahead of him. And as of right now, he's got just over 96,000 followers on Instagram, where you can find him too by searching Tristan Ryan Perkins. So let's all go follow this smart young man and get him over 100,000 followers by Monday. Let's do this.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Teach them well and let them lead the way. I actually think that Tristan could teach all of us something right now, but he's definitely going to lead the way someday. And bud, I'm going to be there supporting you the entire time. And kudos to his parents. When I was a kid, my parents refused to talk about politics around me. But that was a completely different era when the main difference between the left and the right were things like tax cuts that we could agree to disagree on. Nowadays, the difference between the left and the right are issues of morality and basic human decency. And if you're a parent, do what I've done with my kids and talk about all this stuff in an open and honest way. Kids aren't dumb unless you put dumb things in their heads. So please like this video. Let's share Tristan worldwide. Comment below and get vocal. From the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve podcast, which, by the way, Tristan, you've got an open invitation to come on our show anytime. It would be our honor to have you on. I'm Steve Harness for Really American Media.